What's up, everyone? It's me, your friendly neighborhood pastor. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Jidon trying to sell himself off as a slave at a Civil War reenactment. Let's go.
Sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
If you wanted to talk to me about white privilege, I'll probably agree with you that there are some white Karens out there wanting to talk to the manager, and there's a bunch of white dudes who think they own the world. But this is black privilege right here. Could you imagine if a white person went up to black dudes on the street and said, listen, I want you to dress up like a slave, and I want to reenact selling you, and my boy over here is going to reenact buying you at a Civil War reenactment. This is black privilege. They have a special name that they can call each other by, and if they want to dress up like slaves to be bought and sold, they can do that.
How you doing, officer? Listen, man, we're just here to enjoy the show.
Why are you doing that?
We're just trying to make sure it's accurate.
What's accurate?
The event. I thought you could dress
Not on the
up.
battlefield.
Okay, so where do we need to go to?
So how did the,
What? This is what you call a no-win situation. Because imagine if the white dude would have been like, yo, that's awesome. I can't wait to put you up over here. Let's build a makeshift slave auction. I don't really like Jidon's sense of humor. He calls himself a raw dogger, which to me is like annoying more than it is funny. But I believe he's a comedic genius in this way, that he set up a no-win situation for those people involved. You lose if you say, yes, I want to sell you as a slave, start to auction you off. And you lose if you refuse to give the black man what he wants, which is to be a slave in the reenactment. It's a lose-lose situation. And that sets up for a funny day at the park.
I promise you, they probably never had this happen before. Hey, yo, Brody, that looks like some more like medieval armor than anything.
The fact that he calls him Brody, I don't know much about Jadon's sense of humor, but I love that. I love giving people weird pet names. It's just fun. I knew a guy one time, his name was Gary, and from that point on, I would call my friends Gary at random times. Random names for strangers is a fun thing if you do it intact.
Hey, yo, Brody, that looks like some more like medieval armor than anything.
It's civil.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a Civil War historian. Like, I know all the drip that they had.
He did too.
Where's the video going?
Oh, this is for the History Channel.
Now, you know that people aren't buying it, but it is funny the way he comes up with his lines. This is for the History Channel.
Do you know what time the auction block starts?
They didn't have an auction block today.
I was trying to be the first overall pick.
First overall pick.
This is part of the comedic genius right here. If you laugh with him, are you laughing at wanting him to be sold? Are you laughing at slavery? Ha ha ha, you got white people to laugh about you wanting to be the first pick. You see, that's where the comedic genius comes in. Thankfully, he at the end is going to explain he's not considering anybody here an actual racist, but it is kind of giving off that vibe like, look, let me expose what white people really want. They have a fantasy of owning a big, strong black man. That's not the situation here. What it is he has put these white Southern people into awkward, uncomfortable, no-win situation.
Whoa, why do we have to leave?
You're in chains. What are we doing here, man?
We're with the History Channel.
This guy right here says the best one-liner and the reaction of the entire clip. The guy putting out his arms. What are we doing here, guys? I love this.
Why do we have to leave?
You're in chains. What are we doing here, man?
What are we doing here, man? This guy's trying to figure this out. Here he's coming with his Southern belle, dressed up like Gone with the Wind. And now he has to deal with two black dudes who want to be bought and sold at their Civil War reenactment. I love the reaction. What are we doing here, guys?
We're with the History Channel.
Why is this?
This woman's trying to figure it out. I know they want to pull the Karen out. Like, that's their goal. They want to pull the Karen out here. But I do think, like, she's handled herself well because, like, what are we doing? You know, she's looking at them. She's trying to understand it. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, this was just the drip back then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This was the drip back then. We just want to be as historically accurate as possible.
That's not
Yeah, it is.
Right there is incorrect. That's pretty accurate from what I've seen from the color purple. They're representing pretty good. So maybe her reaction shouldn't have been, that's not the drip, but she should be like, we're not coming with that today. In a no-win situation, you got to know how to get out still looking good. And the best thing they could have did in this no-win situation is say, hey, if that's what y'all want to do, y'all can do that somewhere else. But right here, this is what we're going to do. No different than if people said, well, I want to have a brothel at the Civil War reenactment, because wasn't there brothels around that time and people came out with prostitutes?
Jidon, if you're watching it, don't use this idea.
Imagine coming out there with women dressed as prostitutes wanting to be a part of the Civil War reenactment. It's not the right place and time. You're not falling for the trap trying to set up an auction block, and at the same time, you're not falling for the trap of forbidding black dudes to get bought and sold if that's what they want to do. What you're simply saying in the no-win situation is, y'all can do that somewhere else.
Yeah, it is.
It's not funny, it's not cute, it's not okay.
This is not okay.
But this is history.
See, this is where now I got the edited version. They had to block people out. And for the sake of protecting these people's identity, which I guess he had to do because of some lawyering up, I'm not going to use the other videos that show their true identity.
We have good,
registered
bad, and ugly.
It was invited. We don't know who you are and where you came from.
His partner right here is hilarious. I think his partner's way more funnier than him. I don't know much about him. I've seen him in another clip where he's getting kicked out of a movie theater for recording it with a camcorder, and he's giving the policeman like a hard time because he's actually admitting to trying to rip off the video. It's hilarious. But right here, this man shows me that he's super gifted as an improvisationalist, if that's such a word, because he's always putting people into awkward situations. I love how when the conversation's getting kind of boring and into an argument, he goes to his knees and he causes another scene that they now have to deal with.
So anybody that came is, it said anybody could come.
We don't represent this part of history.
No, trust me.
No one
I
here.
wish I could dress up like y'all.
If you want to be historically correct, let's show you how to do it, okay?
I like what she offers him to be historically correct, which, by the way, there were African Americans fighting with the North. Let's get you suited and booted, put a gun on you, dude, and have you kill some white people from the South like Django, my dude.
We don't have any slaves out
Please.
here in chains.
You can't just erase history. Like,
I'm not
We're not
erasing
erasing
his.
anything.
Notice the no-win situation. If you don't let me be a slave, you're erasing history. And then the other side is that they go, sure, okay, go get Bubba and build us an auction block. We're going to sell you, boy. You're a racist because you have a fetish of buying and selling slaves. Ha ha, we got you.
that's a monarchy.
Let's go get our books. Let's bring out the truth, okay?
Will the truth set me free?
I want to be free.
Honey, come on.
We're just trying to stay in character, you know?
I understand that, but let's do it properly.
I thought I learned this in history class. I learned wrong. Were there not any slaves?
Do you see anybody else here dressed like this?
Well, I mean, I don't see any other black people.
Oh, well, we can work on that.
Are they just like us?
No.
Now, this is where it gets strange. I think the other black guy is a Confederate soldier. Talk about Stockholm Syndrome, loving your oppressor enough to go to war for them. That's crazy.
Can I just get some, like, chitlins? Some pig feet? Ma'am, you're going to have to get rid of that Mountain Dew. They didn't have Mountain Dew in the 1800s.
They didn't have plastic chains either.
I'm not going to lie, I am kind of stressed. Do you think I can hit that?
No.
Bro, you're a color. You can't do that,
I
man.
like this one dude. He keeps making the situation awkward. So he asks if he can take a hit off that guy's cigarette. When the guy says no, he obviously turns it towards the racist thing. Oh, you can't do that. You're a colored. You're one of the slaves. What is going on with this guy over here to the far left? He looks like he's in some Scottish apparel or something. And he looks like he's supposed to be at another reenactment, like Braveheart. He's got a kilt on. He's got high black boots, hair in a ponytail. What's going on with this dude right here? As far as I can remember, that wasn't in the Civil War, but I'm not a Civil War expert.
Yeah, that is definitely not historically accurate.
Yes, it is.
He's not with us.
He must have
That
watched
is-
Django or something. That's make-believe.
No, sir.
I thought it was against the law to be on a horse.
Excuse me?
Oh, can we not use it? Oh,
I'll let you tell him that.
There's that black privilege. You get to use that special word.
You tell him that, just like you said it.
what the hell?
I'm scared of horse.
You see, that's that dude doing that improv stuff. That's hilarious. The scene's getting a little bit boring. He's going to create a scene. I would assume he's not afraid of a horse like that.
Hi.
Tell him what you just told us.
So here's a black dude at a Civil War reenactment. He could have all the chances in the world to live out his Jenga fantasies, and yet he takes on the role of the oppressor to be a Confederate soldier. And then some of the things that he says right now is wild.
Well, first off, what do you identify as?
Confederate soldier.
He's He's a Confederate soldier. That's what he is. What in the world?
Like, are you Caucasian, Asian, Blasian?
A certain period of clothes that you got to have on. For instance, sandals and stuff, you can't do that out here.
Oh, no.
Sorry. This cotton's already processed, you know, the cotton gin already got it. So I couldn't find any unpicked cotton. That was kind of hard.
In the bags.
Oh.
I don't know if cleaning that up.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna pick it. You know I'm gonna pick it.
That's one of his funny jokes right there. Yeah, I'm going to pick it.
I'm down to be on ammunition duty. You know, I'm down to be a rifleman. I'm down to work the field. I'm down to be in the house. I would prefer to be in the house though.
You got no experience with guns.
Oh, I'm from Chirac. I know how to use a gun.
Yeah, but still, we don't know that.
Do you guys have auctions today?
What's that?
Auctions?
Nothing like that here.
This right here is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I just don't understand, but it's history.
You know, and you're not offending me, but I mean, you got the white people here. They don't play this crap.
When you thought it couldn't get more wild with a black dude dressed up as a Confederate soldier at a Civil War reenactment, he then says, I'm cool with y'all being bought and sold here, but the white dudes aren't cool with it. So here he's capitulating to what the white people want, where he's not only willing to fight for them on the Confederate side, but now he's taking up their cause of being offended at them trying to be bought and sold as slaves. This is wild.
Where did you get the chains? Walmart?
No.
Party City.
Where are you folks from?
My daddy's balls.
I'm from the
His daddy's private parts. Good timing once again.
Candyland plantation.
That's great.
I'm property of Calvin Candy.
Property of Calvin Candy. That's funny.
I'm trying to
Why
tell you,
are
Mississippi.
Scared to tell me the truth.
West of the Mississippi.
Why are you scared to speak the truth?
Okay, do you want me to break character?
Oh, is that a character? Is that what you're doing?
Well, I mean, aren't we all in character?
Wait, is this going on Facebook Live? Because I can't be on there. I
Uh-oh,
can't.
too late.
No.
Uh-oh, too
No.
late.
Conversation getting boring. This dude does that improvisation, causes a scene. Now he says, is that on Facebook? Because I can't be on Facebook, and makes an entire scene out of this to play this guy who would honestly think that this guy would have this entire camera crew with him, but not be allowed on Facebook.
Please.
Too late, buddy. Uh-oh. Now they're getting into real character, huh?
Master,
No.
stop.
Oh, this
Stop
is
it.
awesome.
Here, if we pick faster, he might put up his phone.
Make sure you pick up the plastic. You get a fine for littering.
Yes, sir.
No.
Take the chain.
Take the
Take all that.
chains.
I'm not gonna let you snatch my chain. Like, I just can't let that slide.
Yeah, I'll start picking.
No. I want your shoes to be.
Honor.
And this dude in the kilt over here, what is he doing? Almost like grabbing it now to sashay. What is up with that dude? Where is that in the Civil War?
Wade in the water, children. Wait, why did that police officer pull up in a car? Cars weren't invented yet.
What's going on, guys? Man.
Hey man, we're just here to enjoy the show, and they just don't like our outfits. I think they're just mad because we're more historically accurate than all of them.
You all can do whatever you want to on the roadway, but they ask you to leave, it's private property, man.
Boom, and there you go. Thank God for smart police officers where the situation didn't get out of control, because that would have been bad for everybody.
Win for the white police officers.
Am I historically accurate? They're saying that we're not historically accurate.
Man, I'm not a historian. I can't judge that one way or the other.
I just don't want to get a whooping.
How real that could be if it went bad with the police, we all know, right? It's so good that the police hold their cool, their calm, their composure. Proud of these Southern policemen.
I just can't take another one.
A whooping.
Yeah.
Apparently they get whipped.
They're slaves.
We're in character right now, you know. I'm putting on a Oscar-winning performance.
They're general public, just like anybody else.
Exactly.
And they are unauthorized filming.
But they're trying to change history.
I like what that dude from the distance says. You can do it, man. Kind of like that. They can do whatever they want. See, there's a good American. That's partly true. You can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't break any laws. And one of the laws is you can't do whatever you want on private property.
Can't tolerate that. I like Django Unchained. I don't want to see Django recaptured. I'm not letting the sequel happen.
They were trying to get people to fight with them and stuff. I don't know.
What?
Whoa.
White Southern Belle turned to a white Karen.
How could you do it, Karen? Saying that these innocent black guys wanted to start fights with people as if there was some ill intention of violence purposed in their heart. Ah, caught on camera. She's telling a lie. These boys didn't try to start any fight. They just want to be bought and sold. Tell the truth, Karen.
Why would we get people to fight with us?
private
We're
property.
slaves. I'm sorry, madam. I'm sorry. Cause a disruption. You ain't gonna get no more troubles from me. Excuse me, officer, do you know when the train comes by? Because we're trying to catch the Underground Railroad.
I'm not playing the games, man. You gotta do what you want to do. Just please do it over there, okay? We've asked you. I've been nothing.
No, I appreciate you, man.
Respect. Jidon pays the officer respect, which he should, because the guy told him quite a few times nicely what to do, and it is private property.
Cool if I throw my cotton away, master?
You may use the trash can.
Thank you, master.
Just go to the public highway.
All right, master. Thank you.
I'm nobody's master.
Sorry, master.
There's only one master, and that's God.
Yo, my dude! Boom, boom, boom. That's right. Only one master. That's God. I love it.
Love how this Southern boy brought it into the reality. Listen, man, nobody's your master except God. And that's why I have a job.
And then you. That's how the hierarchy goes.
No, the hierarchy is I'm a slave to the federal government because I pay taxes.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
She said, if you're gonna do your job, do it right.
She gave him some of the cotton. She was like, if you're gonna do your job, do it right. Lady over there was kind of dissing my cotton picking skills. Can I go like show her what's up? No. Because I can pick 12 ounces per second. Because you know I have the fastest cotton shuttle time in the world. Oh, ma'am, can you do me a favor? Think you just like karate chop elbow this?
Yeah, right.
I'm free!
Yo, so it was a fun video to watch. Maybe not as funny as some of the other ones that I reviewed. I appreciated the respect towards the police at the end. And they did say at the end of their video that it wasn't meant to be a racist move. It was just meant to get people to laugh and see from their side that it's part of history. But once again, that's in the Civil War, man. You could have been fighting with the North, dude, grabbing a gun, getting Django on him. But that was his choice to do that. Oftentimes people see the Bible as a book that promotes slavery, but the Bible actually says that slave traders go to hell. And in the Old Testament, slavery wasn't based on skin color. It was based on whether or not you were conquered. And then as a slave, you still have rights. And Israelites who went into debt could become like indentured servants. Don't put any of that Southern slavery on the Bible. Those supposed Christians were a cult of Christianity. And that's why the other Christians knocked their head off their shoulders so that men might be free, because it was in the Christian West that slavery was ended, and still in Africa today in places like Libya. This is what I believe. You can have a good time without trying to make people feel like they're racist, but you can get out of no-win situations if you're really smart. What do you believe? Comment below. Let me know. If you like Christian gear like this, you can check out ours, or we can customize your own at kingdomprinting.store. And if you're a Christian and you feel called into the ministry, we have a free online Bible college at legacyministrycollege.org. Reach out to us. Thank you for taking time to watch this show today. Like, subscribe, and share, and let everybody know you don't have to be a racist to have a good time at a Civil War reenactment. That's what I believe. What do you believe?